Welcome to this online yoga class. My name is Natalie. I will lead you through a 45 minutes Vinyasa Yoga class. It's suited for all levels. All my poses are suggestions. You can always choose another pose or adjust it according to your needs. Another option is to come into child's pose. You can do this at any time during the class. Today we will have a focus on the full body. So there will be some poses which are hip openers, but also a little bit of the shoulders, the hamstrings. So a bit of everything today. Come and sit on your yoga mat. Gently close your eyes. And start to focus on your breath. Make sure your legs are relaxed. You're sitting up nice and tall. And just notice how the air goes in and out of your body when you inhale and when you exhale. Make your breath a bit longer and deeper. Breathe in and out through the nose. And let everything around you be further in the distance. So you have all your attention with yourself. Then you can practice Ujjayi breath by tightening the back of the throat a little bit, sucking in the air through your windpipe, creating a hissing sound. If it's your first time or you've not heard of Ujjayi breath yet, practice breathing in and out through the nose during the whole class. Now support your breath with lifting your pelvic floor muscles and pulling in your lower abdominals. These are called your Mula and Uddiyana Bandha in yoga philosophy. They are energy locks. Don't tighten it super much. It's a gentle squeeze for about 30 out of 100%. Lifting your pelvic floor muscles and pulling in your lower abdominals. Keep practicing Ujjayi breath or breathing in and out through the nose. Making every in and exhalation of equal length. Nice, long and deep breaths. Then it's time to set an intention. What would you like to focus on today during this class? Then slowly open your eyes and start to move with your breath. On your inhalation, bring your arms up. And when you exhale, slowly bring them down. And continue. Only when you inhale, the arms go up. And only when you start to exhale, you bring them down. So you follow your breath during the class. The breath comes first. Exhale. Then place your right hand on your left knee. I'll be your mirror image. Lengthen your body and then gently rotate your upper body from the navel upwards. And look over your left shoulder. Stay there for one deep breath. And slowly look forward and swap to the other side. Hand on opposite knee, lengthen through the crown, and then gently rotate your upper body. Look over your shoulder. One deep breath here. And then slowly come to center. Now interlace your fingers. If you can't do that, grab your elbows. Inhale, push your chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, open the chest, shoulders back. And exhale, release. Now place your hands on the floor. And if you can, again, open the chest, but lift the hips as well. If you can't, just keep sitting down, only opening the chest, not the hips. Exhale, bring the hips down. One more time. Inhale, open your chest, and if you can, open the hips. And exhale, slowly sit down. Now inhale, interlace your fingers like this. Turn them up towards the ceiling, lengthen. And exhale, bring your arms down. And then let your hands slide on the floor in front of you. Stretch out, reach through your fingertips. And slowly from here, come to all fours. Bring your hands on your shoulders, knees under your hips, fingers widely spread, middle fingers facing forward. Press off away from the floor, active arms. And then inhale, open your chest forward, lift your tailbone. And exhale, push your back towards the ceiling. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And from a neutral spine, wag as if you're a dog with a tail. Nice for your lower back and your hips. And relax. Now let's place our right foot forward. Keep your right hand on the inside of the foot, knee and shoulder together. And open up your upper body towards the left. Really reach through the fingertips, opening the chest, lengthen your arms. Nice deep breath here. And then bring your upper body up. And then your left elbow is going to go to the outside of the right knee. And then you rotate to the other side. Press your hands together firmly. Elbows on top of each other. Nice deep breath here. And then from here, bring your upper body back. Now place your left hand under your shoulder, right foot behind you in the same line as the knee and the hand. And then either stay here with the knee on the floor, or if you want to do it more advanced, you make a side plank and straighten the legs. So you can also do it with this. One more breath here. And then come on all fours. We're going to do the other side. Left foot comes forward and the left hand on the inside of the foot, knee and shoulder together. I like to do this on my fingertips so it's easier for me to turn. And if you like to open your shoulder gently, just make a nice circle so it's easier to open up in the shoulder as well. Now from here, bring your upper body up. Hands in front of the heart, right elbow on the outside of the knee. Lengthen the spine and then rotate. Push away from the leg. Chest up towards the ceiling. A nice deep breath here. And then place your right hand under your shoulder and choose. Left foot behind you, knee on the floor, or with two legs straight for the side plank. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Gently come lie on your belly. Point the toes away from you. Tighten the legs so the knees come off the floor. Press your pubic bone into the floor and come into a sphinx. You can also bring your elbows a little bit more forward so it's easier on your lower back. Don't go too far. It's still part of the warming up. A nice gentle opening in your back to prepare for the next poses. 2 more breaths here. 1. And 2. From here, we're going to go into downward dog. So bring your hands next to your chest. Your elbows are glued to your body. And then let's do it simple through the knee. So press the hands down in the floor. And then bring your hips to the heels, and then come into your downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Fingers spread widely, middle fingers facing forward. And the most important part is to lengthen your arms and your spine. So it's fine if your knees are bent. You first want to bring those sitting bones up into the sky. And after a while, you might be able to bring the heels closer to the floor. But first, bring the length into your arms and back. One more deep breath here. And then slowly walk your feet forward. And hip distance apart. And interlace your arms, cross your arms. Let your head dangle. Knees a little bit bent. And just sway from left to right. Opening up your back and the back of your legs. Then let your arms rest on the floor. Bend the knees a little bit deeper, hips towards the back, and then slowly roll up, pressing the feet into the floor. And coming to stand with the feet together in front of the mat. We're going to continue with sun salutations or some small variations to the sun salutation. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bow forward, bring your arms down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come up halfway. And exhale, jump or step your feet back and slowly come to the floor. Knees off the floor. Inhale, press the pubic bone down, lift your chest into cobra, and exhale, tighten your core, push through your hands, and come into the downward dog for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step in between. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of the chest. So you can also bring your arms up sideways, but because I don't have room, I'm bringing them up forwards. So see whatever you like is fine today. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway, look up. And exhale, jump or step your feet back. Come into Chaturanga Dandasana, and if you can, push up into upward dog or do the cobra. Exhale, push away from the floor, lift from your core muscles into downward dog for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step in between. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, bring your arms up with you. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Now, let's do half a sun salutation, which is called Vinyasa. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, jump or step back. Bend your arms. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale into downward facing dog. From here, we are going to straighten the right leg up and then bring the knee towards your right elbow, left elbow, and back 3 times. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, core muscles. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, use your strength. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then from here, try and step your foot forward. If it doesn't go in one time, you can take multiple steps. Then from here, bring your upper body up like this. Leave the left heel off the floor. Now, from inhalation, we're going to straighten both legs into an exhalation where you're going to rotate the upper body, but the hips keep moving forward. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, now you come up and then you go to your normal warrior B. So I'll show it from the other side. Left foot at the diagonal. And your upper body up straight. Bend your right knee, ideally above your ankle. From here, on our inhalation, we're gonna go to the side angle pose where your arm is reaching out all the way through your fingertips. And then inhale, back to warrior B. And then into reversed warrior. And exhale into warrior B. Here we go, 3 times. Inhale, lengthen from your foot on the floor to your fingertips. Exhale, upper body straight up. Inhale, lift your chest towards the sky. And exhale, back here. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, we're going to go to half moon pose. I advise you bring your left arm by your side. And then I tend to hop my foot a bit forward. And then you want to reach in front of you. So not exactly in front of the toes, a little bit towards the right. If you have a block, that's nice to support yourself on, because from here you want to open to the side. So stacking the hips on top of each other, your shoulders. If it's easy, you can straighten your arm. You can look up towards the arm. You can look down. You can also do it with your fingertips on the floor. So wherever you are, one more breath here. Then look towards the floor, slowly step back into your warrior B. And then from here, step back into your downward facing dog. For 3 breaths, and then we continue to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to your elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then try and step it forward in one go, or take a few hops or steps with the foot. Come into a high lunge, lifting the right heel off the floor. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, rotate the upper body, hips keep facing forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, one more up. And exhale into your normal warrior B. I'll show it from this side so we see each other. On your inhalation, bring the upward body sideways. Stretch out into the fingertips. And exhale, only the upper body moves. Inhale, move your chest forward and up. And exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. From here, We are gonna bring our hands down and step into downward facing dog. Now from the downward facing dog, we're gonna make a high plank like this, feet together. So don't bring the hips up, bring them down. So the heels and the crown of your head are making a nice long line. We're gonna do side plank. So you're gonna roll on the side of your foot. If it's too much, just bring your knee down like we did in the beginning. 3 breaths. 1. So either with straight legs or knee on the floor. 2. And 3. Slowly bring both hands to the floor. We're going to move to the other side. So push away from the floor. Keep lifting your hips for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Back into your downward facing dog for 1 deep breath here. And then from here, you're gonna step your right foot forward and bring the left heel on the floor, a little bit turned in. We're gonna go into a triangle pose. I'll show you from the other side. So we're doing our right leg. So our legs are about 1 meter away from each other. And we're gonna make a nice long line of our arms. So if you can reach the floor, your hand can be on the floor, and the outside of your foot can also be on the block, so it's higher. But it might easily be that it looks like this for you with your hand way further up, which is totally fine because it's never a competition. It's about your body. What you want to do is bring that upper body over your right leg and then stack your hips on top of each other. So bring that left hip up and bring that left shoulder up above the right. And then look up towards your finger. And if you feel tension in the neck, you can also look forward or towards the floor. 1 more nice deep breath here. And then from here, look down to the floor. Bend that right knee and then push off. And then from here, bring all the toes towards the front. Interlace your fingers behind your back if you can. Otherwise, you can grab your elbows. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, slowly bow forward from the waist. And let your arms get away from your back. You don't have to force it. Just breathe into your back and shoulders and also the back of your legs. A lot of parts of the body. Get a nice stretch here. Make sure you feel the weight on the balls of the feet and the heels. Two more deep breaths. 1. And 2. Press the feet in the floor, lift your pelvic floor, pull in your lower abdominals, slowly come up. And then roll your shoulders. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Now bring the left toes to the side. Make sure the heels are in one line. Your legs are straight. And then push your right hip towards the right and reach through your left hand. It can go on top of the leg or on the outside of the foot. So make sure your upper body is not facing forward. It's over your left leg. And then bring the right hip up, shoulders on top of each other. And 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Look towards the floor. Press the foot into the floor. If you want, bend the knee a little bit. Slowly come up and step your feet together. Let's now do a standing pose. Vrikasana, which means tree pose. Oh yes, I actually forgot one pose on the left side. We didn't do Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Let's do that before, because otherwise our bodies are not in balance. So from here, we're gonna go into the half moon pose for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up and step your feet together. So next, for tree pose, I'll be your mirror image. Bring your right knee up and then open it to the side. You place your foot on the inside of the other leg. You can also bring the toes on the floor. Can be as high as possible for you. If it's against the knee, don't press. If it's above the knee, the leg and the foot are pressing equally into each other. Lengthen upwards through your crown of your head. Relax your shoulders. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. Pull in your lower abdominals and breathe. 3 more deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, bring the knee forward and step the foot down. The other side, left knee up, knee to the side, and place the foot on the inside of your leg. It can be as high or low as you like. Lengthen upwards while pressing the standing leg down. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring the knee forward and step the foot down. For our next pose, we're going to bring the knee up and then see if you can grab your ankle and hold it up like this. If that's easy for you, you can try and let the knee relax and just hold the foot. If this is easy, you can grab the inside of your elbow behind you. Over time, the knee will slowly go down when the hip opens further. So you don't have to push it, just let it happen. Breathe into your hips while standing up tall and pressing down into the standing leg. 1 more breath here. And then gently bring the knee up and foot on the floor. Other side, knee up, grab your foot and choose. Will you stay here? Are you here? Are you here? Deep breaths. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Place the foot down and we will do a vinyasa. Come in front of your mat. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. In up halfway, lift your chest. Exhale, jump or step back. And slowly come with your belly to the floor. Inhale, roll up the chest. Shoulders towards your heels. And exhale, push up into a downward dog for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Cross your feet in the middle of the mat and slowly come and sit down for Paschimottanasana. Make sure you're sitting on your sitting bones. You can feel them. Flex your feet. Sit up tall. Now, if you're a little bit more like this with the shoulders behind the hips, you can first try to bring the hands behind you and see if you can come sit up straight. If you really need to bend your knees to do that, then you can stay here with the knees a little bit bent. If this is easy for you, you don't fall backwards without your hands, then you slowly can go forward. It's not with an arched back. You have to lengthen through the crown of your head. So you're actually tilting the pelvis. We're going to stay here for 5 more deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And from here, sit up straight. And we come into the next pose, which you can do in 3 different options. The first one is opening your chest like this, pointing away the toes. That's for if you cannot put any weights on your wrists. Otherwise, you can make a table, level 2, where the hips go up, nice chest opener. And the third level is with straight legs. So let's choose our option and do it together for 3 more breaths. Inhale, 1, 2, keep lifting your hips. And 3, slowly lower down. And then from here, we're gonna go into the boat pose. If you have a sore back or problems in your back, it's best to actually hold on to the knees. If you can do without, you could do it like this, or even more advanced with straight legs. I'll do this option today. 3 more breaths. 1, so choose your own option. 2, keep lifting the chest. And 3, now cross your feet. Bring your hands on either side, not behind the hips, but a little bit in front. And see if you can lift off from the floor by pushing down firmly and lifting from your core muscles. If that's possible, see if you can do it only with your big toes on the floor. Now, if that's possible, see if you can do it without your feet, which needs a lot of strength. 1 more. That's it. Now we will go to the next pose. Let's actually do it like this so we can see each other better. Bring your right foot into your hands like this. Don't have an arch back. Sit up straight, lengthen the upper body, and then lengthen the legs, so straighten it. It can be with a bent leg, if possible for you. You can straighten it. You can also hold your ankle or your calf, wherever you are. Gaze towards your big toe for 3 more breaths. 1, also flex the left foot, sit up nice and tall. 2, and 3. Now make sure you bend the leg. You hold it with your left foot. You can also do it like this, across or below it. Sit up tall and then open your chest and rotate, gaze towards the right. Fingers. If you like, you can do it with a straight leg. If it's tough, you keep it bent. So the hips are still facing forward where your feet are. It's only the upper body that rotates, not the hips. 1 more breath here. And then from here, place the foot on the floor. Make sure that your hand can be inside your foot and your leg. Then from here, you're going to bring your right arm forward as if somebody's pulling on you, and you can go forward. Then you're going to see if it's possible for you to wrap your arm around. So your thumb goes towards the floor and you bend in your elbow, so you have to be in front of the leg. And then you wrap. It might be that it's like this or like this. Now for some of us, it will be possible to grab our hands or fingers behind our back. In the beginning, you might hold a sock, or you hold on to your t-shirt like this. Or maybe it's more like this, where you use your hand and you kind of working towards folding forward. So wherever you are. Now inhale, lift your chest 1 more time, halfway, and then exhale, bow forward as much as you can. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, come out of the pose, straighten your legs. We're gonna do the other side. Grab your left foot and then lift it off, lengthen, sit up straight. And if you can, straighten out the leg. You can also keep the knee bent or you hold on to another part of the leg. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Let's bend the knee slightly. With your right hand, you can either cross over to grab the foot or hold it on the bottom. Sit up nice and tall, and then only the upper body moves, rotates, the hips stay the same. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, place the foot on the floor. Make sure you can have a distance of a hand in between the foot and the other leg. Now the left arm comes forward, and I'm kind of leaning a bit to the right so I can really reach forward a lot. Thumb goes down, you wrap around. See if you can grab your hand or you hold your shirt. And then inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold forward. So my left hip is off the floor. My left sitting bone, that's fine. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Inhale, look up. And exhale, straighten the leg in front of you. Now from here, come in an easy pose like we did in the beginning of the class. Something like this. Then bring your hands behind you. If you can, you're gonna lift your hips and open your chest. Otherwise, if you can't lift the hips, only open the chest. Here we go. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly sit down. And then from here, slide your hands forward, stretching out through your fingertips. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come back up just to change your legs over. So now the other foot in front and slide forward for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come up. And then from here, I'll show it like this. Let's gently stretch out the sides of our body. And then bring your elbow down and lift it back up, opening the chest towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths here. 1, and 2. Slowly come to the other side. Reach, lengthen the side of your body. Bring your elbow down and then reach up, opening the chest as well. 2 more breaths. 1, and 2. Inhale, come up. We're going to prepare for Shavasana, the last pose, the relaxation pose. Let's first bring our knees to our chest one more time, making ourselves very small. And then stretching out the body, making our selves tall. And then from here, arms by your side and then a little bit away from the body. Hand palms facing up. Your feet hip distance apart. The knees and the toes rolling to the sides. Now it will be time for the body to fully relax and absorb all the stretches and bends and twists you did with your body. Feel all the points on the floor where your body is touching. Relax into your mat, into the floor. And then only lift your chest up 1 centimeter. Bring the shoulder blades closer in and lie down again. So you're lying on your full shoulder blades. Collarbones nice and wide. Then roll your head from one side to the other. Back to center, chin to chest. And your head relaxed on the floor. Relax your face. Start with your jaws and the tongue in the back of your throat. Relax your cheeks and your nose. Relax your eyes and eyelids. Relax your ears. Relax your forehead. And relax all the skin on your head. Now your body is relaxed. Make sure your body has taken over the breath. You don't have to do anything anymore. You only have to be. Be present in the now. Let's become observers. You can observe how your body feels, how the air moves in and out of your body. Without interacting, only observing. You can continue doing this lying down with your eyes closed, or if that's uncomfortable, you can pick a point on the ceiling and gently stare towards that point. I will sit up so I can read you a short story, but you can remain lying down. Continue being an observer, and my voice will return in 1 minute. None of us get out of life alive. So be gallant, be great, be gracious, and be grateful for the opportunities you have, said Jake Bailey. Diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma a week before graduation, New Zealand high school senior and class captain Jake Bailey was scheduled to give a speech at his graduation ceremony. Even though he'd begun receiving chemotherapy and wasn't feeling great, the courageous young man delivered the inspiring speech anyway. It quickly went viral and is still available for viewing on YouTube. Sometimes young people are forced into maturity by circumstances. They're thrust into developing a perspective that many people who are much older don't have yet. When this happens, we are well served to listen to them. I don't know where it goes from here for any of us, for you, for anyone, and as sure as hell not for me, Bailey said at the end of his address. But I wish you the very best in your journey. And thank you all for being part of mine. As of this writing, Bailey is in remission and says that he tries to make the most of every day. Now think to yourself, Jake, I promise to try to be gallant, great, gracious, and grateful. Gently become aware of the room where you are. Become aware of your body, wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you would like to lie down a bit longer, please do. You can pause the video. Otherwise, pretend you're waking up, stretch out your arms. Gently bring the knees in towards your chest and roll on one side of your body. Gently waking up, take your time. Bring one hand to the floor so you can push yourself up into sit. So we can end the class together with a bow. Come and sit, hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes one more time and think of that story about Jake Bailey. And choose one of the words he was wishing to everybody, being great or gracious or grateful, whatever one feels good for you at this moment. And when you bow forward, send it into the world. And slowly come up again. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day and see you next time. Bye.